We're interviewing 63 prospects this year. We usually like to do between 50 and 60, but this year we just added a few more just to make sure, with all the picks that we have, to cover as much ground as possible. This year is a very deep draft. If you look at obviously there's a lot of quality at the top of the draft, but we feel that there's going to be a lot of good NHL players that come out of this draft. Obviously, down the road, 3, 4, 5 years time, I think we're going to see a lot of players perform very well out of this draft.
Hi, Andrew.
Nice to meet you.
Paul Lewis.
Nice to meet you.
We met once before.
Yeah.
Pierre Dorion. Remember that?
Nice to meet you.
Andrew Don Boyd.
Nice to
My
meet
pleasure.
Andrew, Bob, how are you?
Nice to meet you, Bob.
Explain what type of player you are, or what do you think you're going to be, or?
I think my strengths are my abilities to make a good first pass or break down a forecheck, kind of read the situations and kind of slow the game down and just kind of calm everyone down out there and kind of take control from the back end.
How many years do you think before you can play in the NHL?
I want to say 1 or 2 years. I mean, if I really work hard and I believe I can with the right tools and having coaching that's someone that can teach me at the ins and outs of pro lifestyle and having the group of guys that surrounded me.
You believe in 1 year, so you're telling me that you go back to junior next year, and then you can play in the NHL the year after that.
I truly believe so.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit about your on-ice strengths and your weaknesses.
I'm a big body. I play physical, strong on the puck, takes pucks to the net. My weakness, I believe it's my consistency.
When you say consistency, in what regards?
Be there. I mean, you gotta play hard every night.
Playing hard and showing up. And being physical.
You gotta be there. Yeah.
Do you like hockey?
Yeah, I love hockey.
You love it?
Yeah, I love it.
So why is it hard to have a passion?
I mean, it's not that I don't have the passion for the game. I love the game too much.
Do you have a lot of raw ability?
Yeah.
Heritage?
Thanks for inviting me.
Most times when players go off the grid or they're just themselves, we're more impressed because they're not coached. They seem more natural. They're going to be more natural when they're facing questions or facing tough situations in the NHL. So us as a group of scouts, we really like that.
My dream isn't to be drafted 1st overall or 10th overall. It's to be in the NHL, and the style of game I play is pretty relatable to the NHL and what NHL teams need. I don't think you can ever have too many deep centermen on one team, and I don't think there's a ceiling on my potential.
Have you ever expressed that to your teammates? Sometimes that's hard for a young guy to be that intense all the time.
Yeah. There's definitely there's a fine line you have to walk, and obviously I'm 18, so I have to live a little as well and be away from the game. But that's my goal. That's what I want to do with my life. So
being able to just relate to the person and not go through the same process, but we're well prepared. Sometimes we know a lot about these kids before they come in, so we're well prepared with different type of questions that we can ask them.
You never got invited to the summer camp. They never had you listed as a prospect off the first top, right?
Yeah.
How did you take that?
Well, obviously I was disappointed at first, but I just told myself that that's going to change, and I knew that I'm a good player, and it's going to come for me. It's going to take time, but I'm going to be an NHL player one day, and I think with my tools and my skill set, I'm going to be a good NHL player one day.
Who's been the biggest influence on your career, on your hockey?
I'd say Frank Bordois. He was my coach, Pee Wee, and he's a skill coach from my area.
So is he the guy you phone when things are going?
Not really. It's more like the guy without a phone when I have to do some things on the ice. I already went to see what's his name? Sometimes when I have things about like confidence and outside the ice problems, this is the one I call.
You don't remember his name?
I have it like on the tip of my tongue. Just
young guy, old guy?
Kind of old. Well, not old. Like I don't know. Can I just see in my phone? I have like
yeah. Go ahead.
Sure.
Are you sure there's a guy in there?
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember his name.
Obviously, our first step was having our year-end meetings, which we had a few weeks ago, which were really good, really positive. We felt we've had we have a good list coming into the draft. Now we're going to do a few little tweaks, nothing major, after meeting the prospects here, after looking at their physical tests, and after that, just go to the draft.